Hello, children. Look who I have here. Peter Cordery. Say hi to everybody, Peter. There you go.
Hello.
Do you like to be called Pete or Peter?
I don't really know.
You don't really
whatever.
I'll go with Peter then.
Okay.
All right. And you are going to be our special guest who tells us a story, right?
Yes.
And what's the story about? I see there's 3 guys here and there's this like orange thing, but I don't understand what any of it is.
This is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And by the way, none of them are what any of these are.
Okay, but they're just like, they're supposed to be Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
Can you turn them over there to the camera so we can see them? We got 3 little guys. Just like turn them around, hold them up so we can see. Oh yeah, I see. Okay, good. We got Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. What do they do? What's the chocolate bar?
They worship God, and for the story, the people turned away from God, and that's when the enemy struck. So the people became slaves of the enemies, and then one day the king decided that he was better than all gods, so he built a statue of himself. This is a chocolate bar, but it's supposed to represent a golden statue.
Oh, so we'll pretend the chocolate
he
bar.
ordered everyone to worship it, and if they didn't worship it, they would get thrown into a fiery furnace. And some of the other high people were not as high as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the king's orders, but they were jealous, so they were trying to get the king mad at them. So when the king told them to worship the statue, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were the only people who didn't worship the statue. So the people who were angry and jealous of them went to the king and said, there are 3 men that are some of your highest in command, and their names are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they have not worshipped your golden statue. They brought Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to the king, and the king said some stuff, but then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said some wrong stuff at the wrong time, and the king got very mad at them and put the furnace 7 times hotter than usual.
Ooh, that's hot.
And
it's pretty
threw
hot.
them in, and they knew that their God was going to save them, and
You should
the men that threw them.
Put them in the fire while you're telling the story. Put them in the fire.
Oh.
Yeah. Here. Ah! I'll be dead. Ah! And then, so did they burn up?
No, actually they didn't.
Really? What happened?
Well, first of all, the men who threw them in, it was so hot that they died too. But the king said, didn't we throw 3 men into the fire? Because there's 4.
There's 4.
And he said, one of them looks like an angel of heaven. And he said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, walk out.
Do we have the angel of heaven here? Do we have a?
Yes, we have a little angel.
Why don't you put him in there and I'll sound like Nebuchadnezzar? You put the angel in there and I'll say Nebuchadnezzar's line. What? We put 3 men in the furnace, but it looks like there's 4, and one looks like the son of a god.
And so Nebuchadnezzar called Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out, and they came out.
Get out of there, guys! Get out of there! You want to grab them? Can you get them?
No, I can't.
Okay, well, we'll just pretend they come out then.
Okay, then let's just pretend that they come out.
Okay. Were they
So
burned?
they came out.
Did they smell like smoke even?
They came out, and they didn't even smell like smoke at all. And the king said, everyone should worship Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's God, and whoever doesn't will die. We're going to make a necklace to remember that God is with us always, and it says, God is with me. And you basically
move it a bit closer to me, Peter, so they can see. Okay, good. Hey, can you tie a really good knot in that? Is that your specialty, to tie knots? Are you a good knot tier?
No, I can tie pretty good bows, but not knots at all.
Well, try a bow. A bow might work. A bow is just like a fancy knot, isn't it? Did you know that there is a knot called a sheep shank?
No, I didn't.
Yep. There's knots. Knots have different names. The only one I know is a sheep shank.
I think you get the idea that it's supposed to be a knot.
Right, we got it. Yep. And then why do we do it again? It says God is something. I can't quite say.
God is with me.
Oh, God is with me. Well, that's nice. Can you put it on my neck? Sometimes Tamara gives me stuff and just, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
It's not really tied, but it's...
Oh, but it's there. Good. Hey, thanks, Peter. You tied it good.
Okay.
So now I have this thing, and when I get scared or when I feel like Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, what do I do?
You just tap on it, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'll try here. I'm a little uncoordinated. One. There. Now I'm not scared.
Oh, okay.
And that's what the kids can do.
Yes, it's a reminder that God is with you and you shouldn't be scared.
Yeah. That's a nice reminder. Thanks, Peter. You did a great job. It's fun having you here. Can I have some of that chocolate bar? Do you think? Should we split the chocolate bar before Tamara takes
I
it?
don't think there's really any hope because you can't swallow anything.
But I can still taste it, right?
Well, I think, you have soft taste buds, but you don't really have taste buds, I guess.
Could I sniff it? Could I just maybe sniff your chocolate bar?
I don't think you have a sense of smell either.
I'm smelling Owen.
What? Okay, bye.
Bye, kids.